Welcome back, guys. This is the GSL Codex with Tasteless and Artosis. We've seen some pretty interesting games so far. I like the build MarineKing did. It was really smart. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just trying to freak you out. I'm sorry.
I know, man. He was giving me these, like, seductive eyes. Like, I can't even put my finger on it. I was just trying to talk about MarineKing's build and how I loved it. It was really smart.
Yeah, it was a cool little all-in.
And it's different from your normal one-base all-in because it's engineered to look like it's going to be an expansion build.
Yeah.
That's what's really cool about it.
Yeah. And it's stuff like that is just so cool. And we're going to see more and more of that in the future, of course, as people understand the game more and more. It's specifically good against a player like Curious, who's supposed to be very smart. So if you're playing a smart opponent, you can trick them more easily.
You could not do that against a bad player.
Yeah, you don't want to try to trick a bad player. Like, you do a build like that on the ladder, he'll just have like a bunch of roaches or something, and you'll be like, what? Like, you weren't even attacking me with roaches?
So you didn't even look at what I did you?
Yeah.
I concocted this beautiful lie to you, and you actually aren't even paying attention.
Yeah.
Roaches.
Well,
all right. TVT, the greatest Terran of all time against possibly, dare I say, the most popular Terran of all time?
You may say that, Tasteless. This is definitely, I would say, without any doubt, MVP's the best Terran ever in StarCraft 2, And MarineKing is just completely loved by everyone. And, I mean, he just is. He's a great guy. So
we've been invaded, Artosis. I see Doa and Kaldor have stepped into the studio.
They have indeed.
They're looking muscles, good, too. Knocking people out of the chair.
I know, seriously.
Jesus.
I want to see him arm wrestle Nestea. I think his arm might not be broken when Nestea slams it against the table. And wouldn't that be an amazing feat of strength?
Looks like the game has started. MVP against MarineKing. Can MarineKing upset MVP? Or is MVP going to breeze out of this group as any sane person would expect? Let's find out. Here at the GSL, Code S, at GoldenTV.net. I got to bungle that out, so we still got shots of the players. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine.
All right, we had a shot of a Marine. Okay. We're on. In the red, the Game Genie Terran. His ID.
I am MVP.
And there is MVP. He always looks so kind of collected at the start of a game. It's interesting to see.
He does. He's calm, man.
In the blue,
MarineKing Pride.
We had a serious roar in the audience.
She is so excited, man.
Yeah, that girl is excited.
Oh, an MVP proxying a barracks.
Oh, look at that art. Oh, that's tasteless. Look at what Artosis is. I am a Dorito chip. I made out of Doritos, and you were a
Dorito chip with a side blade. I think I was a medic. I don't know. I look like a StarCraft 1
You
medic.
could be my hot medevac girl. Ooh, yeah.
A medic and a zealot.
Could
it be? Could it happen?
Could it happen? There's videos somewhere on the internet. Now, we have the barracks almost completed now. And I think MarineKing is going to be completely caught off guard. I think this might actually cost him the game.
Well, you know, it could. How many Marines is he going to make? The one thing you have to keep in mind with a proxy barracks build, a tech lab being put on. Ooh, this is going to be really interesting. It could be Marauders, because Marauders do have one more range than Marines and a lot more hit points. But, of course, Marines are good against Marauders. So there's a lot of interesting things that could happen here. It could even be Reapers. Will he build more tech down there as well? It's hard to say.
Marauder.
All right,
this is scary because, Terran is such a fragile race early on when they do a build like MarineKing is doing.
Yeah, and in fact, he's getting double gas. He's not making another Marine. Oh, my God. If MVP makes 2 Marauders and goes with 2 and Concussive Shell, he can kite against Marines pretty darn well.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually.
Yeah.
And I don't know if MarineKing is going to be completely prepared to watch.
He's just going to start going tasteless, and this is going to scare MarineKing. And look at this. MarineKing going to lose that first Marine, a lot of health left, and has to cancel and realizes that he's in trouble. And, oh, my God, that Marauder just kind of slid into there. Starting to go to work on this barracks, just putting on some sort of pressure right now. The thing you got to watch out for, though, Tasteless, is the fact that SCVs are very good against Marauders. Takes Marauder 5 hits to kill an SCV. And that's very annoying for a Marauder to have to battle.
Where does MVP go from here? Should he make a Banshee in his main or something?
Well, it's hard to say. I think he might go ahead and expand, but actually he's got 2 gas, so looks like he wants to go ahead and tech up a bit.
Oh my god, this is painful to watch.
And this is looking pretty bad for MarineKing Tasteless. He's got 2 gases that he's actually mining from fully, but he's only got 1 barracks with another barracks on the way. In fact, MVP might just kill him with Marauders.
Yeah, I mean, the Marauders, of course, have so many hit points, and the Marines cannot quite keep up. And as you can see with concussive shell, they just can't even escape.
To be honest, MarineKing's crisis management here is not very good. These Marauders just absolutely destroying everything. He's got 10 kills on the Marauders total so far. Factory being made at home. His economy's way better. 18 supply to 31. And finally, a Marauder does go down.
And after what,
In fact, that was the 8-kill Marauder Tasteless.
Well, there's going to be statues of him all over MVP's little city. I think this actually might be GG, man. There is not a lot that you can actually do to recover.
MarineKing is making a starport over across the map. I'm watching this micro so
is he going to proxy
closely,
Banshee?
Yeah. He's proxy Banshing, but also Banshee's going to be made by MVP.
Well, that means MVP can just make a Viking and be like, LOL.
Yeah. MVP, in fact, right now making a Reaper as well. He's just doing whatever damage he can. Those Marines are very badly damaged right now.
Let me use your keyboard for a second, Artosis. The SCV count, 12 for MarineKing, 25 for MVP.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Oh my god, he might get the barracks too.
Imagine if he gets that. Don't worry though, barracks can fly, and Marauders only shoot ground.
Well,
I guess this barracks can't fly.
Oh my god. This is a sad day for the MarineKing fans out there.
Yeah.
But like I said in many of my other casts, MVP always does the right build.
Yep.
He's always doing the right build.
And he has MarineKing's number. Not just in his phone, but on his speed dial.
He's got it written on his arm.
He just says it to Siri, and it speed dials for him, Tasteless, and he just knows how to destroy
more
this guy.
SCVs will be picked off here for sure. Surprisingly, only 1 was picked off.
MarineKing, though, does have Banshees popping out. Cloak on the way for MVP. That's pretty deadly. First Banshee incoming. But there's a Viking out already. Oh, God.
Oh,
MarineKing,
no.
you have been completely owned in ways that most people... He has been so owned by MVP this game that he is now officially MVP's property.
Yeah, he has been completely owned.
MVP has the deed. He got it almost for free, but he doesn't want to get gift tax, so they signed the contract for $1. Maybe didn't even exchange hands. We don't even know. It's loopholes in the tax system, Tasteless. That's what this is all about.
That's exactly what we're seeing here. And the Viking is just going to scout and spot that hidden factory in Starport, which is going to be all of the tech here. Meanwhile, MarineKing, he might be the king of Marines, but I mean, I don't know how good these Marines are going to be in this situation. I mean, he's in trouble.
I mean, we're about to see a cloaked Banshee fly in here and kill every single Marine in about 2 seconds. Or that will happen.
I'm a little bit surprised that actually happened.
Yeah, not quite as bad as that time the best foe you flew Banshees into everything like that. He did try to get away at least.
No, the best foe use Banshees. They like crash into a light pole and then they come out of the car door and throw up because they've been drunk driving. It's a terrible sight to see.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man.
Well, I guess he's just going to send the Marauders back home. Kill that free SCV, controlling the Zelnaga Watchtower.
And, well,
he even manages to salvage the bunker. We didn't get a shot of this, but he did manage to salvage that. God, this is painful. Maybe MarineKing is just not able to accomplish anything beyond that Banshee.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. The Siege Tank trying to get away right now. And, I mean, MVP just has so much. He's making more cloaked Banshees. Hasn't even sent another Banshee over. Realizes that all he has to do is stop this little attack with all these very injured Marines, which, I mean, has no chance of doing anything ever.
Well, another Banshee kill there.
Snipes that right there, yeah.
And he has actually driven himself all the way back to MVP's base. Take a look at the supplies here. It's not as far up as you guys would think. It's 60, excuse me, for MVP to the 51. of MarineKing.
Yeah. And in fact, 28 SCVs against 22, which is kind of surprising. MVP just hasn't been making SCVs that much. Now we have all the SCVs of MarineKing moving up across the map.
Bit by bit.
Bit by bit.
He's moving up. And this means this game is going to end one way or the other. It will not go on for much longer.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a Banshee being sent towards MarineKing's base, which means this has to work.
It absolutely does have to work. Will it work, though? Absolutely not.
Yeah, look at that concave from
going to slaughter this off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No problem, Bob. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Everything is dead. Total one-sided domination this game, Tasteless.
GG.
And MVP keeps up his amazing streak against MarineKing, and he's actually smiling right now. He's like, this was the easiest group ever. But actually, this is like the sickest group of death.
Not for him.
I know, right?
He like blinks out of his booth. I'm like, oh, he could do that.
He's a Terran with blink.
Oh my god! And once again, MarineKing is such an emotional player.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for him because he had quite, quite a strategy to go up against.
This is a bad beat right there, man. Not every day you get Proxy Marauder Rush in this matchup.
I know, right?
Not every day at all.
Well, we were both thinking the same thing. We looked at the strategy and we thought, well, this is going to be interesting. I don't know. Is he going to go Reaper? I mean, do you get Marauders? Do you get Concussive Shell? And great game. Really cool strategy. MVP always knows which strategy to do.
Yes, he does. He's so smart like that. And, I mean, there you go. He's right up into the round of 16. It would not be a round of 16 GSL Codes without MVP. He's up there. I wonder when he'll fight an ST. That's my question. When will those two meet again?
Probably not in the finals. We almost never have that here at Golem. It's going to be...
That would just be too awesome.
That would be too awesome.
We can't have a good GSL finals.
As they both punch each other at the same time and their fists just like me, like, ah!
And it's just this explosion like Dragon Ball Z, like a sphere of destruction works out from around while they're both going, ah!
That's what would happen.
Yeah.
So...
But instead of like touching memories that both have, it's just like anger and the want of destruction for the other.
The want of murdering the workers of the other player. So, now it's time for our Lone Wolf Zerg to go up against a pretty formidable Terran. I think Artosis feels like they're pretty even here. I think maybe Alive is the favorite, but it's tough to say.
Yeah, it's
Furious
really hard
is a really good player. You never know what to expect.
Well, we will see pretty soon here. Map will be Daybreak. A great map for ZVT. We have so many great ZVTs here. It always gets to be maxed out versus maxed out. Doesn't it seem that way?
It does.
On this map? Absolutely.
I think this map actually, oddly enough, makes for games that feel longer than Terminus Re.
You know what?
Do you agree with that? I don't know if I'm wrong, but that's
you're
the feeling I get when I...
There's so much more dropping going on Terminus Re. This is a thinner map.
It's going to be a 6 pool. It's going to be done in 3 minutes. It's going to look like total dumbasses. No, I'm sure it'll be a long game. I'm sure it'll be a long game.
The map is a little bit thinner. I think that's why. Terminus Re, you get a lot more drops, which make the games more volatile.
Yeah, that's true, actually. 1 or 2 good drops on Terminus can end. At Daybreak, it's pretty clear where the drops are going to be coming from. Only from 2 sides, top and the bottom. All right, TVZ. Can a Zerg get out of this group? He's going to have to beat Alive, and Alive is, of course, a very good player. So good luck to Curious and good luck to Alive as we get ready for this game in GSL Codex.